Well, now we have Michelle Williams here from Totality Living Well. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, we're talking about seasonal eating.
That's
right. We're not talking about my coffee. Okay, this is very important. A lot of people don't realize, you were telling me food is produced basically year-round now. So
Right. So it just makes sense. When we change our thermostat and we change our wardrobe, we change our diet. And the reason being is that food is produced year-round these days in greenhouses everywhere. And what happens, and different countries have done studies on this, is that the nutritional value is not as strong as it would be if it were just normally grow in a specific season.
Oh, so if it's not in season, you're saying it's not...
Right, it's not quite as high in the nutritional value. Also, it's more affordable because you can support local growers in your area.
Oh, so a lot of different benefits here. What are some things that you brought in? You brought a great spread.
Oh yeah. So now we have right here a representation of what Trader Joe's had yesterday, of what's in season. And so you can just see an array here. So some of these are summer produce items and late summer, and some of them are fall items. Okay. So of course we normally think of a pumpkin as being the big representation for the fall produce, but that's not going to come out obviously for about another month.
Right. Okay. So let's see, there are some things that your body might do if you are stuck eating the same things, a lot of the same things constantly, right?
Exactly. So obviously one is boredom, and variety really does make a difference, because what happens when we consume produce repeatedly, the same items over and over, it can sometimes cause an inflammation response in the body. And researchers are starting to learn about this. So one of the things that I do with my business is I work with some local physicians, and we are able to pinpoint which foods could be a trigger for inflammation in the body. And just by removing those periodically and then slowly reintroducing those, we've seen a lot of people significantly improve their health with symptoms that they might have had that were really bothering them. So we had a man in his mid-40s, and he was having a hard time like bending down and touching his toes. And he learned that certain foods, like green beans, for instance, were one of his foods.
Really?
So yeah.
Wow.
And so it's really interesting. So by doing variety, you're always switching it up anyway. And leafy greens, in particular, chard, kale, spinach, they have a protective mechanism in them that will keep the bugs from overeating them and want to move along. So sometimes if we have a lot of those in juices and things like that, we might have an inflammation response with hives and say, oh, I can't do juices. So we want to switch those leafy greens up at least every 3 days.
And there are so many ways that you can eat vegetables, so many different varieties. I'm just looking here. Last night I had pepperoni pizza, but my crust was made out of cauliflower, and I had mushrooms on it, and it was good.
It is, and you know, and really the importance of getting your produce is that it's a living enzyme. It's just going to help give your body life.
Yes.
It's going to help hydrate you. It's going to keep your body functioning the way it's supposed to. So you can have those whole grains. You can have those lean proteins, but just to throw in something living with that.
And it keeps you full and satisfied longer, so you're not snacking throughout the day.
Exactly.
You have a quick quiz.
I do.
Can we do this?
So this is a representation. So I'm just going to call out, and you tell me if it is summer or fall, or both.
Let's go for it.
Okay, eggplant.
Fall.
It's actually a summer vegetable. Pineapple.
Fall.
That is fall. A lot of people would think because it's tropical, it is a summer.
We can only do those two.
Yeah.
But I was 1 for 2, so not bad.
That's right.
Michelle Williams, thank you so much for coming
Brandon.
in. We appreciate it as always.